Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Conquer the Skies. Today's beverage is a very fiery ginger beer. So welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies. Admittedly, it has been a while, hasn't it? For those not aware, if you're not familiar with the game at all, essentially it is a steampunk airship building and fighting game, and you can do so via a number of modes. You've got your conquest mode, which is more of a campaign where you take over the map and engage in diplomacy and, like I say, building and fighting, upgrades, points of interest, etc., trading, all that good stuff. You've also got your skirmish modes and sandboxy stuff, as well as co-op and multiplayer. So there's many ways to play and enjoy this, and I have done so over a number of years. For hundreds of hours I've got logged in on this thing, hence why I haven't played it for a while, because I sort of just ran out of new things to do. But I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought we might jump in and do some designing and fighting, which was always good. And then suddenly there was an update, and well, it's water. So if you have any interest in airships, you've seen it before. Yes, water is now in the game. Now I will temper your expectations a little bit. It's not water as in boats, it's more water as in, well, drowning. But we'll see what it is like by going straight over to design and fight and to combat. And this is where you will select your things like time of day and your weather and things like that. So you've got snowstorms and nice winter's days, etc. Fog, which is just all murky. But then you've also got your land as well. And one of the things we can do is go to ocean. So there we go. We've got water all along the bottom here. Again, if you're not aware of what this game is at all, then you've got different airships and you'll fight, obviously, in the air. There's also ground ships, but, well, when there's ocean, that isn't going to happen. Now, this will come into play probably more in the campaign, where you're fighting over water, and then, well, tough. If you have airships that bump into each other in water, then, well, guess what? You're fighting, and, well, let's see what happens. So we're going to go to water in the daytime, so it's nice and bright, and then we're going to go to add building, and I'm going to add in the SP bamboo. SP is our designation for what we've built, and oh, you cannot place anything on the ground because it's water. There's no flotation devices yet. More on that later. No, not more on that later. As I said, I'm not going to tease anything like that. It's clearly stated that this is not like Boats Conquer the Water, the DLC. This is literally water on the map, so you can't build floating things. I mean, I would love to see that, but, you know, like I say, we're not going to tease that or anything. Well, it's same thing for Landship, so we can say placed in the... Where is the... Oh, the slug, that thing. So you can try and place a slug. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you can't place any Landships whatsoever. However, there is also other things, like, for example, oases, and you've got little bodies of water in there, so that's fine. I'm going to go for, say, there's mixed ground. I think there's some, like, where is it? There's some, well, it wouldn't be in desert, would it? There's not going to be very little water in there. You've got Rocky Mountains, ruins, grassland. There was one, the Mountain Lake, that's it. I think that's the one where, yeah, you do get deeper water. Now, that might look like a lot, but when we get in certain vehicles, that might give us a bit of a problem. But let's go back over to the ocean, because that is our main reason to look at this one. Let's go to add airship, and we're going to add in a couple of airships for the opponent. So we're going to go with the HMS. What is that? Was it the deal or something? Bellelli. We got the where is it? The creosote. That was always a nice little thing. We'll put a few of those in, and then we'll put in the not the Vanguard. Where is Acrid Stench? That's a ramming thing. We'll put a ramming thing in there. This is your service ceilings, so you can't go anything higher than that. This is your setup. So the enemy's score is 4,175. We're going to add some airships ourselves. So anything SP is, again, what we've made. So we've got the Bauble of Doom, the Beak of Doom. We've got the Blackbird, which is terrible in every way. Most of these we have built over the course of many an episode in the campaign, or in sort of standalone designing and fighting. Some of them good, some not some good. These baubles were ones I made of, like, sort of Christmas. The Bumblebee is always a useful thing. It's very cheap. In fact, you know what? Because of that, we will have one. I'm going to place it there, and we're going to go for airship. I wanted something with a very low service ceiling. I think the where are we at? Service ceiling, 142 meters. Now, anything under 100 is what we're going to go for. The Herring Gull is a bomber, so it's naturally got quite high service ceiling. That's pretty good. Ah, the J. There we go. So the J is, oh, pretty low to the ground. It's got in two of my favorite things in the game, aerial torpedoes and the Clockwork Hussars. Are the Clockwork Hussars? Hang on, we'll go to airships and see if I can find that thing again. It is the Clockwork Hussar Bay, yes. We've got in the Kestrel, which is... I actually can't remember. Oh, it's the Wasp Killer Marines. There's the Kite, which is, yes, a guided missile. I'm going to put one of those in because we can. Why not? And we're probably massively overpointed anyway. Yes, okay. So I'm going to start the fight there. And what's going to happen is the enemy's going to do their thing and come and fight for us. So there's not really going to be much to look at from the very beginning because, well, why would there be? Essentially, we are just fighting over water, and these things are airships. They are, well, they're all about basically fighting. Oh, there is the torpedoes missed. Ah, yeah, see, they're not... oh, no, so they're the aerial hussars. And, oh, hang on, we've got some problems. We're not... well, they've got some problems. So, as I said, the problem is not that we're fighting over water, necessarily. It's what happens when you lose, well, the things that keep airships in the sky, which, in this game, in the sort of story of it, is suspendium. I believe it's a mineral, and you can get suspendium crystals, which you can barely see it there, mainly because it's just been exploderated. Let's see if I can find out. These are the suspendium gas bags, so these are full of the suspendium gas and such. Basically, it keeps it in the air, and over here is a similar thing. These are actually really low tech. Oh, this one isn't. Okay, there's a suspendium crystal, so you can see it's, yeah, when I unpause it, it does its thing. However, we're seeing a bit of an issue. Not really for us, but for the enemy. They are plummeting towards the, I was going to say ground, and hello ground, I've got to go to quarter speed, and splash. Okay, so it is now in the water, and oh, things are already still exploding. So what will happen when things go in the water? Well, there's a couple of things. Firstly, the airship is just that. It is a ship in the air, not a ship for the water. It's not a ship, which means it isn't at all in any way, shape or form watertight, nor would you expect it to be after it's not exactly factory fresh, being hit by cannons and missiles and torpedoes and all manner of arms, and that means that there's holes in it and water will come in. Secondly, and again, I don't know whether this is just canon, that most people are used to flying, but not necessarily swimming. The crew can't swim, which means any crew that go in the water, they can't swim and they will drown. So this is now going underneath, and well, eventually we will see that, well, there's lots of air bubbles and such, and into the depths it goes. And I don't know if that's the worst fate I can imagine. You can see all the crew there, and they're gone. Right, okay. What you can do, I'm going to do this on purpose. I'm going to ram our airship into the water to show you what happens as well. So the modules, so you can see on the front here, they'll take damage, and we've got little damage markers here to indicate that. And you can see some visual stuff like water, like the suspendium bleeding from the gas bags. But when you go into the water, these compartments will fill up, and once they fill up, they can't be used, and we get a little symbol, admittedly it's absolutely tiny, to indicate that these are submerged, and well, that's the end of that. They will not function. And you can see, because I'm ramming this in here, going down. Imagine that. Sorry, for some reason I can just imagine the guy on the crow's nest there, just staring out into the distance, a little tear from their eye, and just give it a bit of a salute as they slowly go down into the murky depths. And there you go. That is lost. That is lost. I've completely lost the ship. It's gone. It is completely gone. And some modules are disabled because they're underwater. Some? I see it's not under control. Oh, there you go. Look. So every single module is marked as basically completely submerged. Let me go to normal speed, because eventually it'll basically decrew itself. Not under command, out of repair tools, no ammo. And eventually there won't be any... I don't know if there's any crew on board. I think they're all... Have they actually just drowned? There might be. Interestingly, what's sort of happened here is that obviously when it comes to things like this thing has a... Let's call it an active buoyancy aid? No, that's not the right term. An active flotation device? No. It flies because it's got a suspension crystal and you put coal in it. And that makes it, you know, fly. However, this stuff, this is passive. This is just gas bags. Spendium gas bags. And, well, because of that, it's now sort of neutrally buoyant in the water. We have made a... we've made a submarine. I mean, not really, because it's completely wrecked and it won't do anything. But yeah, let's continue on. Yeah, let's see. So this thing here, again, this is passive. So even if we lose some of our gas bags, we might end up, say, plunging half of the ship into water. And that means that, well, hang on, wait, oh, here's a missile. Guided missile as well, guided. Oh, yeah. And, oh, hang on, the AI has outsmarted me, has it not? It has. It has. It's got above. Okay. Oh, and we're losing gas bags. Right, we're going to see the thing that I was mentioning there. So what's happening now is we're losing the... we're losing height, and we are going down in the water. I wonder if the AI actually does force you into the water. I guess that's it. I mean, there's loads of new tactics potentially now in the game when it comes to water. So you can... Obviously, ramming's always been a very legitimate strategy, ramming. But now I'm thinking that, well, not only can you ram them into the water and drown the crew, which sounds and is... Oh, it's splashed in the water. Yeah, so I wonder if ramming them into the water and then just drowning the crew is a valid tactic. Also, and this is probably even more gruesome, if you were to go to an enemy vessel, board it, and then take control of it, you could technically tell it to ram into the water and completely submerge it. That would have the effect of disabling the airship, but also you're actually telling the boarders... Well, that's gone. Say hello to Davy Jones. Yeah. The glory belongs to us. Yes, having the crew that you've... I'm gonna try that. Let's go over to combat once again. Let's not mess around. Yeah, having us take over something and then ramming into the water will serve as destroying that thing, but also you are telling the boarders that basically they're gonna drown as well. Let's add an airship. We'll add in HMS. The Unmatched is a fairly decent vessel. We'll add a couple of those in. We're going to put in maybe the Cranium, because why not? And that'll do. We're going to add in... Sorry, that is Landship. That won't work. Airship, and it's going to be the Sparrowhawk. Let's see. Sparrowhawk. Best boarding vessel I've ever made. We're going to have a couple of those just for testing purposes. Let's also have another airship. We're going to go with the... that's far too overpowered for this. 4 suspendium rays. Partridges. Aerial charges. Yeah, that was a weird thing. This one, it was designed to go underneath something and fire aerial charges, but I also made it with a surface ceiling of nearly 200 meters. Because of, what was I thinking? The Pigeon, that's a surface ceiling of 203 meters. Apparently I make stuff that can fly really high. Oh, there's a red start. There's a decent thing. That's a carrier. There you go. So we got triplanes on that one. Oh, and also a command bridge. Good. I am, however, very much overpointed. Let me go and add in the... Oh, yeah, that's a vessel. Right, we'll put that back over there. And now they're overpointed. All right, okay. Let's add some more stuff in. And herring gull, why not? Because that's a quite high surface ceiling. And a little bit more, shall we? It's just in my nature to try. It's more a force of habit that I'm trying to make things. That was a weird one. The Osprey. I try to make things sort of balanced points wise. Let's put the pigeon. Put the pigeon in like that. That's about right. Okay. Start the fight. Then what I'll do is immediately say boarding for these 2 ships here. I'm going to tell them to board those. So what happens when you tell them to board, the crew will basically try and get on board. And in this case, it means them leaving their bunks, essentially. And now we try to ram. Now, the problem with the Sparrowhawks is that they are, well, they're not like they're not like smart borders, if that makes sense. As in, they don't have oh, there you go. They don't have any like grappling hooks or anything. They just literally jump on board. Now I have managed to get some of them in here, but not all of them. Let me see where the other one is. Where is the other one? It is... Oh, they're over here, they're boarding. So let me just rotate that around. That's fine. This one, I am in a bit of... I'm a spot of bother. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's suboptimal. It appears that the Sparrowhawk has lost all propulsion and lift. It has not got an active lift system anymore. Which means... the murky depths. Still boarding that one. And we're still boarding that one. We are not winning the boarding fight, though. I also haven't moved over the bomber, because I was too busy on doing boarding stuff. I don't think I am going to win the boarding fight. Oh, there's a lot of bombs. There's ramming speed. Move that back over. Move that down here. It looks like I might get boarding. There's more guys jumping. Oh, yes. That wasn't bad at all. There's still some more on board. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. There's more boarding. I mean, this thing's probably going to run out of... Captured. It is captured. So now... right, okay. It's captured, but it's not under command because I think the bridge has been exploded. It's no longer in existence. But yeah, okay, I do think that a tactic would be to genuinely board an opponent and then get it to basically, yeah, submerge itself. That thing is... Well, it's on fire, the herring gull. Yeah. Accident in the bomb bay. We've got all these firing away. I think we've lost this fight. A lot of that was to do with, as I said, the messing around with the herring gulls. Okay. There's that. Let me try something else as well. It just occurs to me. Combat. Back to ocean. Add an airship. And it doesn't matter what I add. I'll just put in the honeybee. What I'm also going to do is assign a captain. So this is DLC, I believe. And it's heroes and villains. And it allows you to put heroes on board ships. And they may have statistical bonuses. So crew speed, expedition, strength, repair speed, etc. They also might have abilities. And some of the abilities are like Earthquake, causes all damage to buildings, landships, and grounded airships. So I'm guessing that this is high mage. Vorthanka. I'm guessing that anything to do with the ground stuff is just completely disabled. We will find out. I'm going to add them to that. Add airship. I'm going to add in a... Let's see. Let's add in... I'll add in that thing because why not? And then for this one, there is one of the captains. I don't think I've ever seen Ranod before. One of the captains that allows you to basically put a... You select something and it just plummets it towards the ground. Cripple. Target enemy ship engines until it's rendered unable to move. No. Lightning, air support. Trying to find them. Flank is to just appear the other side. Cripple, personal guard. I'm looking for anyone that's looks a bit magey. If they've got a tricorn on, then it's not going to happen. Smoke screen. There we go. Crash zone. Create an area where ships lose most of their lift. Hello there. So, you're now on. Let's go to airship and anything with, admittedly, I'm going to pick with a... Well, we'll put in the unmatched because they're useful. And we'll go to airship. You know what I will put in? I'll put in the Vindicator as well. And there it goes. So I'm going to start the fight and immediately pause it because I want to check out this. And yeah, Earthquake. It's completely disabled, which makes perfect sense. However, crash zone. If I put a crash zone there... Oh dear. Oh dearie me. You're in boat territory now. Actually, yeah, that propeller ain't going to save you. So all of these ones at the bottom will be disabled, and crew will be scrambling to get out of it. Oh, we've just hit the back as well. You know what? That actually looks really boaty as well. I'll give it that. Oh, it's trying to rise up. It is trying to rise up out of it. Let's reduce the ship's speed. I should have done that earlier. And turn around in enemy ship, because why not? This captain is just really powerful. Yeah, we'll see you can receive new commands as well, because why not? There we go. Okay, so you can only use these abilities once, I believe, but yeah. So that one was dragging its keel along the water. I don't know whether the game simulates if you're in the water you slow down, like because of the added drag. Similarly, whether you hit the water and you actually do gain a bit of buoyancy. I think it feels like it probably does, because that's working within existing systems. But you know, no matter either way. And well, yeah, we can just run through that fight and oh, almost finished. This one just can't turn round, right? Yeah, this thing just can't turn round, which is why. Oh dear. Oh, in the water. Right, there it goes. Off they go. And gone. Right. Yeah. So, water. It does, like I say, change things a noticeable amount. Certainly for the heroes and villains. Being able to just plunge people into water, taking over something or ramming it into the water as well. All valid tactics. Let's go ahead. And this time, we're not going to go to ocean. We'll go to maybe a mountain lake. And there's a nice big mountain lake for us. Is the one on our side. I just want to see what happens when we try and drive something through it. I'm just going to keep cycling through to regen the water. To have it quite deep. There we go. Right in the middle. Sort of no man's land of water there. So we're going to add in a landship. And so things like the Titan, they'll be able to drive through it no bother. The slug, not so much. The pig, I don't know. That thing, okay. So anything, actually, this is, again, another thing with water. So the fox, for example, our little mini tank. Let's put the fox in. So the fox is going to go there. Because that thing, I think, will end up just drowning itself. However, if we go to Landship, naturally, anything with legs, which I don't make many of, to be honest. Like this thing, the bullfrog, that'll probably be able to bound through that without any big problem. I would assume. Let's go to Landship. Let's add in the Inferno for them. Back here. Let's have a couple of those. Those are horrible things. They're really, really fast, and they just set you on fire. Yes. Who would have thought with something like a name like Inferno? Yeah, more news at 11. Let's go with, let's see, the boar. That's just unfair. I'm going to put it there. This is all a test, you understand. And let's go for another landship. Let's put in, I'm going to put the winter. I keep calling it the winter, but it's not. It's the elk. We changed the naming convention. And this is probably the best ground vessel I've made. Like cost, pound for pound, you know, cost benefit analysis, etc. It's just got a good mix of anti-air, mobility, long range capability, and armor. It's just a nice balance. And we are well overpointed. Let me go for Landship. It's all about testing the water. That's the whole point of this one. Let's give it the tiger. And there we go. That'll be about right. Let's just start that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ram this thing into the water because I want to see what happens. So here we go. This is our fox and splash. So immediately it stops. That's it. So as soon as you're in water, that's it. Tough. It's submerged, so it ain't going to do anything. Now I can walk over the top of it. Okay. What I was expecting was this thing to step off the land and step up on and over this, but what it's actually done is use it like a weaker sibling. And it's paddling it. It's paddling it through the water. It's like sitting on its shoulders and paddling through. And it's not happy about it in the slightest, and we can move it around. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. But it shows that this walker can indeed keep itself out of the water. And I think if you're able to, you will be able to get things out of the water. You can, if it's stranded, you can move it out. But yeah, again, we saw that the engine parts of it, the tracks here, immediately, that just stopped working because it went in the water. So it's put the fires out, all because it's steampunk and stuff. So it's put all the fires are out. Therethe's nothing being generated. This thing was pushing it over. Let's go for this thing. This is our elk. And we'll move the elk. But I noticed these didn't come towards me. And it may be because this ship wouldn't go through too. But let's put the elk in. And I have a feeling this will also go splash. And then the engines will stop. I say steampunk. Like diesel punk. Yeah. Steampunk, diesel punk. I think it's a bit of both, actually. It's punky. Oh, there you go. So it actually got pushed back. That was interesting. It got pushed back because of the recoil of the guns. That's an interesting thing as well. So the recoil of the guns is actually pushing it back. And then it gets a bit of power, the engines start, and then it tries to go forward because that's what I've told it to do. So I'm just going to let it keep firing. As it gets hit and as it fires, the recoil is pushing it back. And eventually it gets out of the water and then it can drive out. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Let's leave that fight. I want to try that once more. Go back over to Mountain Lake. Let's regenerate that. Regenerate that. I'm just looking in the middle here where we've got a decent bit of water. Maybe a bit bigger if we can. There we go. That'll do. We'll have it as a day fight. We'll add in the Landship. So the slug won't be able to do a thing. It'll just make... No, that'll just make splashing noises and then bubbling noises and then the bubbles will stop. So we don't want any of that. Let's go to Landship once again. I'm going to put anything with legs. I'm going to put something with legs in. So the... there's the adder. I have a feeling that'll go splash. Let me put it back here. That's airships. Landships. We'll put in a couple of these. And landship for the opponents. A couple of infernos. I'll put them in the front to see what they do on that one. Strider. That'll do. Start the fight. So immediately these are going to come towards us. Ah, there you go. So the game has calculated that, it hasn't calculated it enough. It calculated it can get through. So if I rush this side. Hello there. So that can't go any further. Let me find me one turn. Oh, there we go. That's walking over the top. So, in the past, I have actually made a bridging vehicle. Not for water, you understand, but it was for... It was for big gaps. There was certain vehicles that we wanted to... We were doing the ground-only campaign, I believe it was. Excuse me. And the idea was that we only fight with ground ships, with land ships. But certain gaps like that, we wouldn't be able to go across. So, yeah. Do I still have the design? I have a feeling I don't. Let's just go through it. I mean, that would serve, to be fair, that would serve as a bridge. As would that, the hedgehog. Let's put the hedgehog in, because I think that would serve as a very good bridge. And a nice area denial thing. That looks backwards to me. Yeah, why did I make it more streamlined from the back? Maybe it wants to run. See, it looks like it should go that way, and I think it does go that way, you know? Yeah, it does. Okay, I just flipped it around. And then I want something to go drive over the top of it, like the sloth. This has got, yeah, this has got these dragon things, that the little dragonlings that pull it. Let's go for a building, and I'm just going to put in the... That was a beast, that the U. The orc was a standard. Can't beat the orc. I mean, you very much could, but it was good. Let's put in the sentinel. Again, this is just a test for the bridging purposes. Helps if I actually put it in. But yeah, you can see I can place it, and then not place it. All right. So that goes in there. Start the fight. Immediately, this thing, ram to there. So splash. And then this thing, go! Okay, this could have been a really bad example. I can say ram, move. Oh, why did I put that in? Why did I put that in of all things? Okay, I'm not going to waste any more of your time on that one. Let me just go back to something that's a bit more reasonable. Hang on. Let me cycle through. There we go. That's a bit better. And daytime, we'll add in the Landship. And that one. So we'll put that in there. And then I'm going to add in the Landship. And we'll put in... We'll do a proper test of maybe the slug. Put a couple of those in. Actually, not just one. And then we'll put in something a bit bigger. So we'll put in the... Well, we'll put in this one. Actually, I will put in the fox. Let's go Landship, fox. There it goes. And then add a building at the back. And we'll just put in something that I know is going to survive a little bit longer than 30 seconds. But we'll put it right at the back. Oh, in the water there. No, that's fine. Start the fight. Okay, so this thing ram into here. Like so. This thing may have problems, though, because it's going to have to go through all of this. Okay. I still think a bridging vehicle is very possible. Here we go. Yes! Let's go! it works. It works. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Right, will this get across? I can imagine the captain of the Hedgehog obviously knows their ship inside and out, expert in their field, etc. And they'll know the weight capacity of their vessel. And when they see this thing coming, it's like, are you sure? Take the strain. Right, we're good. Right, forward. No, it doesn't work. I think I've actually grounded it. Yeah, I've actually grounded it. Look, and it's now completely grounded out. It actually might get through, though. No, I think it's going to stop as soon as it hits the water here. No, it will make it through, but it's not going to make it up there. Oh, I'm wrong. It could have been because this was ramming it, but it got through. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. There we go. There's a couple of other maps with bits of water. Some of them are just, probably not going to give you any mechanical like change in it, so it won't, gameplay wise, it won't mean anything. Certainly this though, the straight up ocean fight. Obviously, no landships, no buildings. Looks like we've actually got little fishes as well, and little schools of fishes there. There'll also be, I'm sure, if we keep looking, there will be more airships, sort of weird creatures type of things. Like in the background, you see like little airships floating around. I'm sure there's ones with like divers' helmets, like fishes, like weird creatures with steampunky, dieselpunky, sort of helmets on and stuff like that. But yeah, we have got now water. Yeah. Let's add in a couple more ships. We'll have another little fight because why not? Oh, that heron's really low. Airship. I'm gonna put in the herring gull. We'll put it up there. We'll add in a favorite of the sparrowhawk. I'm gonna put in the acrid stench no falcon. That's a weird one. Put that in. Why not? And What is our points? 5,000. Okay, yeah. Deathly Wind. Is that grenades, or is that boarding? I think that might be boarding. Not sure actually. Let's put in the unmatched, and we'll start. And again, I'm going to go to RAM. Actually, board ship. That one. This one RAM. Go over there. Because I want to ram that. Oh, that's interesting. So if we go here, what might happen is the crew will jump on board this. No, they might jump. Normally, the crew will. Ooh, danger close. The crew can jump between one place and another. Actually, let me say board that then. They've come far too close to that. And yeah, we'll be taking over that. That's captured. Okay, so we've captured their vessel. Which means once it's under my command. Now, ram there. So I've told it to ram into the water. And this is knowingly sacrificing the crew. Because it's an active lift system. Suspendium, so we're forcing it down, and there you go. You can indeed force enemies to drown themselves. That's quite a morbid tone. So now we can add drowning to ways in which to go in the game. Add that to the list of being burnt, getting hit by cannon shell, disemboweled by mechanical wasp, bombed, grabbed by tentacles, exploded via occult means. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Just trying to fight over here. Looks like this heron's been completely taken out. God, the herring gull is good. One of the original things we made, actually. It's actually quite well armoured as well, if I remember rightly. It's not a stupidly high-level bomber. It's only got a service ceiling of about 200 meters. I have made ones before, which was about 350, 400. Not that you can't even go that far, I don't think. But it could certainly go up quite high. This is just enough. And that's where a lot of the ships sit. If they're just good enough to do their job, it means that they're not overcosted. Because like everything, you could make a ship that is capable of doing absolutely everything. It's the most well-armed, well-armoured, it's fast, it's got borders, it's got maybe a good captain and crew on it, it's got, you can even have cultists if you really want, it's got repair systems, it's got, yeah, all manner of things, but that'll also be the most expensive thing ever, and well, if there's a weakness, someone will exploit it. Oh dear, there goes the other vessel. And there we are. Okay, we're probably going to lose this fight as well. Oh, we are. And there we go. The lift system's gone. And say goodbye to the herring gull. So previously in the game, that would, if this was land, it would just go crunch and stop. Now for the bomber, that would mean basically it's landed. End of your game. You're not going to do anything else. However, if it was a ship with say guns or boarders or anything else, it could land. And it can't move. But it still might have cannons and weapons and you might be able to tell people to get out of the ship and say board another vessel that's also landed, or even a static structure. So there's many ways. But now if you hit the water and you've got nowhere to get out of it, that's it. It's game for it. Speaking of game, we are going to leave the fight and indeed leave it there. That has been a bit of Airships Conquer the Skies. Long overdue. So, that is the addition of water. Again, not water as in you can build boats. I must touch on that. It would be great to be able to build watertight boats. Boats that float, even if there's like flotation devices that could be added to your airships, having submarines, the whole like combat between like naval and air and submersibles would be really cool. Whether you could like launch people on dinghies and things like that, have torpedoes that are actually torpedoes in the water. It would be great, but it quite is clearly stated that that is not what this update is about, nor is it planned. Doesn't mean I don't personally want it, but we need to be realistic on this one. Either way, that has been a bit of Airships Conquer the Skies. If you have any tips, comments, suggestions, or feedback for this little mess around on airships and indeed the update, then let me know in the comments. Would you like to see like a full sort of naval system? You know, I would like to think the demand is there, but then again, it is what it is. Either way, I've enjoyed looking back, and it's nice to see that we've still got fairly noticeable updates coming to airships. Like I say, let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, we'll go from there. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and generic partings.